behalf of the presiding official, Major Thomas Jones, Training Flight Commander, 375th Air Medical Evacuation Training Squadron, welcome to today's ceremony honoring Captain Kristina Stewart upon the occasion of her promotion to Major. Before we begin, I would like to introduce our special guests. Captain Stewart's father, Buddy Stewart, her mother, Janie Stewart, her sister, Katie DeStefano, and children Leon and Amelia. Leon's up front. Her aunt, Rosie Olson. Finally, I would like to extend a very warm welcome to any commanders, chiefs, supervisors, and Captain Stewart's co-workers and friends who are gathered here today. Please rise for the entrance of the official party and remain standing for the national anthem, followed by the invocation given by Buddy Stewart. As a reminder, military should stand at attention and civilians should stand with their hand over their heart during the singing of the national anthem.
First, let me say it's good to be here. Please join me in prayer. Heavenly Father, today, Lord, we ask for your blessings on all the sons and daughters representing our proud nation today. Be with each of them as they serve. It is an honor for me to ask your special blessings for Kristina Stewart today as she continues her nursing career. Be with her, Father, as she pins on her new rank today. May she be ever mindful of these blessings, and may she continue to serve others with patience, understanding, and leadership. Thank you, Father.
Thank you, Mr. Stewart. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. It is my honor to introduce the presiding officer, Major Thomas Jones.
All right, good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
I'd like to take a quick second just to thank all the co-workers, friends, and most importantly, the family for coming out to support Kristina on her big day today. So for those of you who don't know, Kristina had a pretty sweet plan set up for her promotion, or at least in the works. Her aunt had worked for NASA, and she was working the opportunity to get to go and actually promote at NASA, potentially even by an astronaut. But unfortunately, that didn't work out, so next best thing, you got me and C-17 fuselage trainers. So all jokes aside though, I'm sorry that those plans didn't work out for you, but I'd be lying if I didn't say I was a little happy. And I say that because now I get to speak about the great person that you are and be part of your special day. So thank you for that. But enough about all that. Let's talk a little bit about Kristina and some of the qualities that she has. So I'll look through her performance reports and training records. I'm going to quickly show you the awesome type of clinician, airman, as well as leader that Kristina is. So from the beginning at the med group, she was quickly recognized for a lot of achievements at the flight level, and then she moved on pretty quickly to AE, and from there those recognitions continued at squadron, group, and even MAGCOM levels. So she was key to several different excellent ratings at some pretty big inspections. And then reviewing her records, you'd also find the type of, or the caliber of person that Kristina is by the positions that have been entrusted to her throughout her career, as well as how her leadership compared her to her peers. It's definitely something to be proud of, Kristina. But I've worked with you now for around 2 years, and in addition to your stellar reports, as well as what I've seen you do for our unit, I'm most impressed with some things that the performance reports don't really capture to the extent that I think they need to capture. So the first of these would be Kristina's constant and consistent positive attitude. As humans, we've all got our ups and downs, we've all got our good days, all got our bad days. And as a unit, we go through the same thing, good days, bad days, ups and downs. But no matter what kind of personal or professional up or down time that Kristina was going through, she's always got a positive attitude, and she's always got a smile or something helpful or funny to say to those around her. I've been on some crews in the past, as well as in some units, where people's negative attitudes brought everybody down and basically made things miserable. But I think negativity can be contagious, honestly. But on the flip side of that, I think that I've been on some crews, as well as in some units, where people's positive attitude, like yours, Kristina's, made a bad situation a whole lot more bearable, and in some cases played a big role in turning that all around and making the situation really good. So Kristina, your positive attitude may not be something that directly goes on your performance reports, but I would encourage you to continue to keep that up, because it's definitely a quality that all of us in both our professional as well as personal lives we need that. So keep that up. And I think what I've been most impressed with since having the chance to work with Kristina is the compassion that she shows for her students, co-workers, and friends. I've watched you instruct several different students, and a lot of these have been struggling students. And I admire the dedication, the effort, and the time that you put into these students in order to give them the best chance to succeed. As you've led your crews from class to class, or as you've worked with others in the unit, including me, I see that you take the time to check in on those members, both the students as well as your cadre, to make sure that they're getting the job done, as well as their personal well-being. Sounds easy enough to do that, but I think as we get more and more stacked on our plate, that quality of compassion just quickly goes out the window. I think of Kristina when I think of one of my favorite verses in the Bible. Proverbs, the book of Proverbs, chapter 27, verse 17 says, "Iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another." Kristina, I think that you sharpen us in a lot of ways, both your students, friends, and then co-workers. And so that's due to the compassion that you have. So I'm proud of you. I know that everybody here is proud of you. I think the Air Force made a great decision when they decided to promote you to the rank of major. And I think that's enough of me talking, so Sergeant Duckowitz, let's make this official.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the publishing of the promotion order.
Publish the orders.
Attention to orders. The President of the United States, acting upon the recommendation of the Secretary of the Air Force, has placed special trust and confidence in the patriotism, integrity, and abilities of Captain Stewart. In view of these qualities and her demonstrated potential to serve in the higher grade, Kristina Stewart is hereby promoted to the permanent rank of Major, United States Air Force, effective the first day of September 2019 by order of the Secretary of the Air Force. and gentlemen, please take your seats. At this time, Captain Stewart's mother and father, would you please come forward to pin the rank of Major on her uniform? Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. Major Jones will now administer the oath of office to Major Stewart.
I state your name,
I, Kristina Stewart,
having been appointed a major in the United States Air Force,
having been appointed a major in the United States Air Force,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
to support and defend
to support and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
against all enemies,
against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
foreign and domestic,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and I take this obligation freely
and I take this obligation freely
without any mental reservation
without any mental reservation
or purpose of evasion,
or purpose of evasion,
that I will faithfully discharge
that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office
the duties of the office
upon which I'm about to enter.
upon which I'm about to enter.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. It is now my privilege to introduce Major Kristina Stewart.
So, didn't prepare anything. That was fantastic. I will make this short and sweet, unlike my briefs from ATDs. You guys know how it is. Not the longest one. Anyways, so yeah, I didn't want to do anything fancy or special or anything like that, but I think I would be regretful if I didn't thank the people that helped me get here. There's absolutely no way I could do this on my own. There's a lot of people that aren't here today that have literally carried me all the way up through the ranks of Major, through blood, sweat, and tears, and I know it hasn't been easy. It's been my supervisors, it's been my friends, it's been all of you. So I really just wanted to say thank you, especially to my family who have literally seen me through the worst times and the very best times. Major Jones, that was fantastic. I teared up. It was very sweet and kind, and I really appreciate it. And thank you to everyone that showed up on a day that we didn't have to go to work. That truly means more than you'll ever know. It's been a long road, and so I really appreciate it. And the last thing I want to say is to my Delta crew who came today. You guys have pushed me to be the best person I can be and the strongest person, and made me the leader that I am. So I really appreciate you guys for being here. And thank you. I have some presents. It's not a lot.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you, Dad. I didn't get flowers because they're on a plane in a few days. One for you. Sergeant Johnson, thank you so much for helping me put this together. I didn't want to do anything, but Sergeant Johnson did all of this.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, please join us in singing of the first verse of the Air Force song.
Off we go into the wild blue yonder, climbing high into the sun. Here they come to meet our thunder. Adam boys, give her the gun. Get
from under, off with one hell of a roar. We live in fame, we're down in flames. Hey, nothing can stop the U.S. Air Force.
Woo! This concludes our ceremony. Major Stewart extends her thanks and appreciation, and she invites everyone out to the atrium